Narcissism. We often hear this word to describe someone self-absorbed, but Narcissistic Personality Disorder, or NPD, is more than vanity. It's a complex mental health condition. People with NPD struggle with deep-seated insecurity. Imagine a house with a grand facade but a shaky foundation. Outward confidence often masks inner vulnerability. NPD significantly impacts relationships and well-being. Understanding NPD is crucial for empathy and support. One of the hallmarks of NPD is a grandiose sense of self-importance. Individuals with this trait often have an inflated view of themselves, their accomplishments, and their importance in the world. They may exaggerate their achievements, talents, or connections, believing they are superior to others and deserve special treatment. Imagine someone constantly boasting about their accomplishments, even if those accomplishments are minor or exaggerated. They might dominate conversations, turning every topic back to themselves and their achievements. They may name-drop famous people they barely know or inflate their job titles to sound more important. This inflated self-image isn't just about seeking attention. It often stems from a deep-seated need to compensate for feelings of inadequacy. By creating a facade of superiority, they try to protect themselves from feeling flawed or unworthy. However, this inflated ego can lead to interpersonal conflicts. Others may see them as arrogant, self-centered, and out of touch with reality. This can create strain in relationships, as their need for admiration and validation often overshadows the needs and feelings of others. Individuals with NPD often get caught in a web of fantasies, daydreaming about unlimited success, power, beauty, or ideal love. They may spend hours lost in these fantasies, believing they are destined for greatness and that their dreams are just within reach. Picture someone constantly talking about their big break, a best-selling novel, a million-dollar business idea, or a whirlwind romance with a celebrity. They may neglect their current responsibilities and relationships, believing that their fantasized future success will magically solve all their problems. This preoccupation with fantasies can be a way to escape the perceived mundane reality. By immersing themselves in a world of imagined grandeur, they avoid confronting their insecurities or putting in the actual effort required for real-life achievements. However, this disconnect from reality can be detrimental. It can lead to procrastination, unrealistic expectations, and a constant feeling of dissatisfaction with their current life. The gap between their fantasies and reality can further fuel their feelings of inadequacy, perpetuating the cycle of narcissistic behaviors. People with NPD have a constant craving for admiration. They need to be the center of attention, constantly seeking praise and validation from others. This need for admiration runs deeper than just wanting to be liked. It's a fundamental aspect of their self-esteem regulation. Imagine someone who constantly fishes for compliments, boasting about their accomplishments or possessions. They might get upset if they are not the center of attention at a gathering, or become envious when others receive praise. They might surround themselves with people they deem inferior to ensure a constant supply of admiration. This insatiable need for admiration stems from a fragile sense of self. They rely on external validation to feel good about themselves, as their internal sense of self-worth is underdeveloped. However, this constant need for validation can be exhausting for those around them. Friends and family may feel drained by the constant need to prop up their ego and may feel that their own needs are disregarded. This can lead to strained relationships and a sense of resentment. Section 5. Sense of entitlement, expecting special treatment and favors. A strong sense of entitlement is a common trait in NPD. They believe they deserve special treatment and favors, often without considering others. They might expect others to cater to their needs or prioritize their wants. Imagine someone who constantly cuts lines or demands favors without reciprocation. They might become enraged if their expectations are not met. This sense of entitlement often stems from a belief of being inherently special. This can create significant friction in relationships. Others may perceive them as selfish and disrespectful. Section 6. Exploiting others, using people to get what they want. Individuals with NPD may exploit others to achieve their goals or satisfy their needs. They might use manipulation, charm, or guilt-tripping to get what they want, often without considering the impact on the people around them. Their relationships are often transactional. focused on what they can gain rather than genuine connection or reciprocity. Imagine someone who constantly borrows money without repaying, uses flattery to get favors, or emotionally manipulates others to get their way. They might take credit for the work of others, sabotage the success of perceived rivals, or throw others under the bus to protect their own image. This exploitative behavior stems from a lack of empathy and a self-centered worldview. They prioritize their own needs above all else and have difficulty recognizing or caring about the impact of their actions on others. This tendency to exploit others can be incredibly damaging to relationships. Friends and family may feel used, betrayed, and emotionally drained. Trust is often broken, leaving lasting scars on those who have been hurt by their manipulative behavior. Section 7. Lack of empathy. Difficulty recognizing others' feelings and needs. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, is often lacking in individuals with NPD. They may have difficulty recognizing or acknowledging the emotions and needs of those around them, often appearing indifferent or dismissive of others' feelings. Imagine someone who interrupts a friend sharing their problems to talk about their own, downplays the struggles of others, or seems oblivious to the emotional impact of their actions. They might offer unsolicited advice or try to one-up others' experiences, shifting the focus back to themselves. This lack of empathy is not necessarily a conscious choice, but rather a consequence of their self-centered worldview. Their emotional energy is primarily directed inward, leaving little room for understanding or responding to the emotional experiences of others. This lack of empathy can create significant barriers in relationships. People may feel unseen, unheard, and emotionally invalidated. The inability to connect on an emotional level can lead to feelings of loneliness, isolation, and resentment in relationships. Envy of others. Feeling threatened by the success of others. Individuals with NPD often struggle with intense envy. They may feel threatened by others' success, believing it diminishes their own. This envy can manifest as belittling others' accomplishments. Imagine someone who dismisses a colleague's success as luck. They might feel threatened by the attention others receive. This envy stems from their fragile self-worth. By putting others down, they try to protect their ego. This chronic envy can poison relationships. Section 9. Arrogant and haughty behaviors. Putting on a show of superiority. Arrogance and haughtiness are common outward expressions of NPD. Individuals with this trait often come across as conceited, superior, and dismissive of others. They may have an air of entitlement, believing they are above rules and social norms that apply to ordinary people. Imagine someone who constantly interrupts, talks down to others, or boasts about their accomplishments and possessions. They might name-drop important people they know, exaggerate their achievements, or dismiss the opinions and experiences of others. This arrogant demeanor is a defense mechanism to protect their fragile ego. By projecting an image of superiority, they attempt to mask their underlying insecurities and maintain a sense of control. However, this behavior often backfires, repelling people rather than attracting admiration. Their arrogance can be perceived as abrasive, insensitive, and off-putting, leading to social isolation and strained relationships. Section 10. Recognizing NPD in yourself or others. Seeking help and support. Recognizing NPD in yourself or someone you know can be challenging, but crucial for seeking help and improving well-being. While self-diagnosis is not recommended, being aware of the signs can be the first step towards seeking professional support. If you notice a persistent pattern of these traits in yourself, it's essential to approach the situation with self-compassion and a willingness to seek professional help. Therapy can provide a safe and supportive space to explore the underlying causes of these behaviors and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Identifying NPD in others can be equally challenging. If you're in a relationship with someone who exhibits these traits, it's important to remember that you cannot change them. However, you can set healthy boundaries, protect your emotional well-being, and encourage them to seek professional help. Remember, NPD is a complex mental health condition, not a character flaw. Seeking help is a sign of strength and a commitment to personal growth and healthier relationships. Section 11. Navigating relationships with NPD. Setting boundaries and seeking professional help. Navigating relationships with someone with NPD can be incredibly challenging. Their need for admiration, lack of empathy, and exploitative behaviors can take a toll on your emotional well-being and the overall health of the relationship. Setting clear boundaries is crucial for protecting yourself in such relationships. This might involve limiting contact, refusing to engage in their manipulations, and prioritizing your own needs and well-being. It's important to remember that you cannot change someone with NPD. However, you can encourage them to seek professional help and support their journey toward healing. Offering compassion and understanding while also prioritizing your own well-being is key to navigating these complex relationships. Therapy can be beneficial for both individuals with NPD and those in relationships with them. It can provide a safe space to explore challenging emotions, develop healthier communication patterns, and learn coping mechanisms for managing the impact of NPD on relationships. Please like and subscribe for more content like this.